Welcome to the 18th episode of the Couch of Randomness.
Yay!
Yay! I'm Jon, I'm your host, as always, and Rose. You're here with me too. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I'm around.
You're around. You're always with me, and I appreciate that.
We have a really good podcast for you today.
We do. Let's jump into some trailers, because we didn't go see a movie. It's cool. We didn't want to go see a movie.
Star Wars has somebody coming back.
That's interesting. Who's coming back? It's very weird. Speaking of coming back, RoboCop's coming back.
Because why not?
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it.
Also, we're getting something new from some Avatar: The Last Airbender people, and I'm super excited.
I am too. The excitement level is to 11. Had to.
We turned it up to 11.
Turned it up to 11. Nintendo, you are insane. You are legitimately insane for what you want to do every week.
Speaking of crazy people, there are some crazy people that are getting into Stardew Valley.
The mod that they're doing is insane.
Yeah.
And then let's finish off with words.
We use them every day.
But
how do we
use them? So let's sit down on the couch and use those words. So shocking enough, we couldn't bring ourselves to go see Skyscraper.
No.
couldn't do it. I had no will, drive.
Honestly, a nap sounded better.
A nap did sound better. A nap sounds great right now. We are dragging today.
What did we do Thursday evening instead of going to see Skyscraper? I think I actually did fall asleep early that night.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you fell asleep early. Knowing me, I probably ended up playing Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's probably what happened. I don't know.
We've slept since then.
We've slept a lot since then. My goodness. Because, I mean, your birthday weekend is finishing up, so we've been kind of almost nonstop.
Yeah.
And it's a beating.
Which is hilarious because it's really just nonstop for 2 days.
Yeah.
But they're exhausting.
They are really exhausting. And we've done more and had more energy at the end than we do right now.
I think it's just because we ate like crap.
Oh, yeah, probably so.
We ate like crap because, it was my birthday and I wanted to.
Absolutely.
And now I regret it.
All of it.
But that's okay because we'll get back on track. But let's talk about some trailers that came out this week.
Let's talk about trailers.
Let's get off of the topic of ourselves.
Yes. I thought I was pretty. Okay.
You did.
I did. All right. So, actually, there were a lot of trailers that came out this week, but only 3 kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's talk about these 3 because all the other ones were like,
I'm not going to lie. There were like 3 trailers that came out about women lead movies, and they don't look that amazing.
No,
I love the actresses that are in them.
Yeah. But it's all just, I'm a woman in a man's world. And I'm just like, I get what you're trying to do.
Okay. It's just how many there are that kind of kill me.
Yeah, I get you on that one. All right. So Wonder Park.
Yeah, the ones we're actually going to talk about.
Yeah, the ones we're actually going to talk about is an animated movie. It seems like it's a kid who stumbles into a forest that has an amusement park called Wonderland. So
Wonder Park.
No, the amusement park is called Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
That's my problem with this one because you're right. The movie is called Wonder Park. The amusement park is actually called Wonderland.
But Wonderland is where Peter Pan lives.
I thought that was Alice. That's Never Everland. That's Neverland, isn't it?
Look, I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts, and I went to both of those worlds.
Sorry, I think I don't know, but I don't know who this is like animated by.
Yeah,
it looks like it's Sony.
Also, I really can't tell if the main character is a boy or a girl, which doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. But I'm just like I'd like a little more.
But I'm very confused.
Yeah, it looks cute, I think.
And I can't tell if people come to the park or if they're ghosts.
Is it an imagination kind of thing?
Yeah, which it could be.
I think the only voice I can pick out is John Cleese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's the main monkey.
Cleese? John
Cleese. Thank you. Yeah, Cleese. What in the world? Cool. It looks cute.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, we'll see.
And let's see. What is it? Goosebumps 2. Cool.
Why did you pick all the kids' movies?
Oh my God, I did.
But yeah, there's a Goosebumps 2. What I'm most upset about Goosebumps 2 is Jack Black is not there.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, because he played R.L. Stine in the first one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And so,
which we never saw.
Yeah. So I'm with you. I think that's kind of weird that they didn't bring back R.L. Stine.
To
do this, or at least Jack Black. I don't know about that one. Wow, I did pick all the kids.
You
movies.
did, because the last movie is Christopher Robin.
Yeah. That one looks good to me. I'll be honest. That one, that's the one I'm most excited about, because I will absolutely 100% say I'm not a big Pooh fan. Yes, I know what I said.
And yet you have pooed so many times today.
I have pooed so much, but I am not a big.
In your life.
I am not a big Pooh fan. But this
I love Pooh Bear.
This one looks really like sweet, and I think why I chose these. Well, Goosebumps 2 because it was more of a why, but Wonder Park looks like it has a little bit of heart. But Christopher Robin has heart. Hands down, has heart behind it. And I think that's why I chose that one, because I'm like, all the other movies that we were talking about or that we watch or trailers that we watch were like,
why?
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for me to watch that, and you don't have a hook for me. For some odd reason, Christopher Robin has hooked me.
Okay.
Not being a Pooh fan at all has legitimately hooked me, and I'm like, this is an interesting idea that Christopher. I mean, it's Hook pretty much, like the movie Hook, because Peter Pan's grown up. And trying to remember,
Christopher Robin has grown up,
but Christopher Robin's grown up this time. So there's something I really, really like about that. But I was one of those like, this has actually got me. And I mean, Ewan McGregor, come on now, great actor.
He really is.
So those are the fun ones that I think will probably be pretty good. I mean, Goosebumps, the first one, made a lot of money. Like people were shocked how much money it made. So that's why I threw that one in there too.
Yeah.
Going on the but why. On movies coming out this week.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Did you ever watch the first one?
Yeah, you made me watch it.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
Yeah. Left a good impression, didn't it?
I knew that I watched it. I couldn't remember if I got you to watch it or not.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't care.
You know, it's just, I still don't understand why it's set in Greece.
I don't understand the movie at all. Like, or the musical.
Like they gave us a reason, but I don't remember.
It's one of those. It just happens, and I'm like, cool. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. It's odd, and it's one of those like, why make a sequel? I mean, minus the fact money, because I remember Mamma Mia made a lot of money too.
Oh yeah.
But it's just
because ABBA.
Yeah, and I mean, fan of ABBA, maybe not. I'm not. I mean.
I think they have some good songs.
Sure.
I think they have some fun songs.
Fun songs. I
don't know about good,
but
they're
fun
fun.
songs. Agreed.
Yeah.
And then another movie sequel that we've never seen. The first one is The Equalizer 2, which I didn't know this was a comic book.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a graphic. The Equalizer, if I remember correctly, is a graphic novel.
Okay.
And Denzel Washington's in it. Cool. I mean, I like Denzel Washington, but I think Man on Fire was one of his best movies.
Okay.
I like how you're saying, yeah, okay, cool.
I mean, I don't think that's one of his best movies, but
you can think that, and you could be wrong too, John.
No, it's your opinion, so you're not wrong in it.
No, it's funny. Like, you can tell that we're almost like coming to the end of summer movie season.
Yeah.
And we're like, or things that are the bigger.
After Skyscraper, like it's going to be downhill for a few weeks, I think.
Yeah, well, I know.
Well, I mean, we've got Mission Impossible next week, but like I said, kind of downhill from there.
I don't know. The last Mission Impossible wasn't as good as Ghost Protocol, where they went to.
Ghost Protocol was probably my favorite of the more recent ones.
Yes, I agree. Ghost Protocol was great. Yeah, what was that last one called?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. It was 6, because this is technically 7, I believe.
Wow.
No, 3. No, the one coming out next week is 6. Yeah, because this is the end of the next trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. But I am excited for that one. Mission Impossible Fallout. Fallout. That's what it's called.
I'm just here like, I know it's fall something, and it's a video game.
Yeah, that's kind of how I remember too.
Yeah.
Fallout.
Yes. Yeah.
So I kind of feel bad for someone in the movie industry right now.
Why?
Because he's going to be compared to someone else who probably played it a lot better.
Well, not necessarily better, but I don't know. Okay, so what we're talking about is Star Wars.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. We're going to have Lando in there.
Yeah, Lando Calrissian's coming back by Billy Dee Williams.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lando Calrissian.
I feel like the issue here is not that... I'm blanking on his name.
Childish Gambino.
Yes, but what's his name? I know that he's Childish Gambino, but
I'm on it.
Okay.
Why?
But yeah, I'm completely Donald Glover.
I don't know why we can never remember his name.
I don't know.
That's odd.
I feel like what happened is Billy Dee Williams did a really good job playing Lando in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And then Donald Glover met those expectations in Solo.
Yes.
And I'm concerned that Billy Dee Williams is not going to meet all of those expectations, not going to meet the bar that he first set.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know if he's up. I don't know. I haven't seen him recently. I don't even know if he's been in anything recently.
I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, I know that he was in, like, Ghostbusters.
He was? No, he wasn't.
The old one?
No, he wasn't. That was not Billy Dee Williams.
I don't remember. No, he was in something. I don't remember.
He was in the original Batman with Michael Keaton. He was in Batman and Batman Returns because he played Harvey Dent.
I thought that he was also the mayor in Ghostbusters. Okay.
No. I'm not that I'm aware of. I just remember. Okay, because here I'm going to sidetrack.
Like I said, I'm really tired today, so my brain is not functioning.
So this is what I think is funny because with Billy Dee Williams, I'm attacking you with the pillow. I'm sorry.
You are.
Is because he did play Harvey Dent in Batman and Batman Returns, and they actually set him up. He was going to play Two-Face if Michael Keaton and the director, Tim Burton, came back for a third Batman.
Okay.
He was actually going to be Two-Face. They were actually going to show him being scarred and became Two-Face.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would have been interesting if for Billy Dee Williams to play
Two-Face.
Scarface. Oh my
Two-Face.
God, Two-Face. But yeah, that's my Billy Dee Williams like trivia that I always find very interesting of what would have happened if something happened.
That'd be cool.
And
so I mean, I don't feel bad for him for playing Lando again. It's more just,
is he going to live to the hype?
I like that he can live up to his own hype.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually a really good way of putting it too. Is just, will he live up to his own hype? Because I mean, Lando was a very cool character.
Yeah.
And then Donald Glover made him cooler.
Cool again.
Cool. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a great way. Cool again.
Like, I feel like Donald Glover did a really good job of carrying on Lando's legacy.
Yes.
Like, he's done a really good job with that, and I'm hoping that Billy Dee Williams is still up for it.
I agree. I'm with you.
So
I
that's
hope
more
so too.
of what it is.
Also, we didn't talk about this last week, I think, or it might have been this week. That Kerry Russell has also been cast in episode 9.
Really?
Her and JJ. Because J.J. Abrams is directing this, and J.J. Abrams really likes Kerry Russell and usually casts her in one of his films. That's why she was in Mission Impossible 3 for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but she is now in episode 9 too, and everyone's like speculating who's she going to be. I'm leaning toward she's probably Ray's mom. There's going to be a flashback scene with Kerry Russell being Ray's mom.
I don't know. Could be.
I mean, so I thought that, and I like Kerry Russell. I think she's a great actress. So I was like, I can see that. I mean, her and J.J. Abrams back together again. That makes sense to me. I'm down with that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So something that I'm confused. This is going to be a very interesting podcast because I feel bad and now I am confused. Is Neill Blom?
John has all the emotions.
I'm feeling all the emotions today. Ride with this roller coaster thing. So we're getting a RoboCop movie.
A sequel.
A sequel RoboCop movie to the original RoboCop movie.
Not to the remake that just recently came out.
Yeah,
but to the original.
To the original one, 1989, I believe, was the original one. 1990, which is, again, here's me and my stupid trivia.
1987 was the original.
Oh my God, I was one.
Yep.
So the original RoboCop is set in Detroit. DCPD is what the police station is. That they're supposed to be set in Detroit. It was filmed here in Dallas.
Yeah, because it was more futuristic.
It was more futuristic at the time, yeah. So that's why they did it. But yeah, it makes
sense.
So Neill Blomkamp is directing this.
Because why not?
That's pretty much what I'm thinking. Like, why not? So it's going to be called RoboCop Returns Original. I like it. That's me being sarcastic. I think that's really dumb.
Yeah.
But it's going to be written by the guy who wrote the Terminator sequel, which I think that Terminator sequel is based off of Terminator and then Judgment Day. And they're just kind of wiping clean the slate of all the other Terminator movies like they're doing with this RoboCop movie. Is RoboCop 1 happened, we're wiping the slate clean of all the other ones.
Yeah.
And that's a trend I'm noticing in Hollywood because there's the new Halloween movie. It's doing the exact same thing. They're acknowledging one.
It's so confusing for me.
And then wiping all 22 other Halloween movies away.
And like, it's really weird because this RoboCop sequel is based on an unused RoboCop 2 screenplay.
Yep.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, so they originally had RoboCop 2 planned and they were going to shoot it, but RoboCop 1 made money and I think they were going to go not as dark because the first RoboCop is bloody and very violent for a movie in 1987. Like, it was one of the first movies I watched as a kid. Like, there's one scene I distinctly remember my parents going, "All right, shut your eyes, John."
Yeah.
And then everything else I could watch, maybe, but it's very bloody. And so when they made more money and they were going to make another movie, I think they went a little more friendly. It's been a while since I've seen the original RoboCop 2. And so I think they went a little more family friendly. It wasn't as dark. It was kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where the first one was really dark. It made a lot of money. And they were like, okay, but we need to market it more family friendly.
Yeah.
So we're not going to let the turtles use their weapons at all through that whole movie.
Right.
So I think they kind of toted that line a little bit. And then RoboCop 3 is nothing but a weird family fest.
Also, RoboCop 3 was only rated PG-13.
Yes. And the first RoboCop was R. So
yeah,
it was originally rated R or hard PG-13 because R PG-13 didn't exist at the time.
Yeah, 1987.
Yeah, it was
didn't exist.
So it would have been considered a rated R movie. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know because jumping back to RoboCop Returns.
So this is the new one that's coming out.
The new one that's coming out. I'm a little iffy on Neill Blomkamp.
Yeah, I'm a lot iffy on him.
Because we can all agree, District 9, great movie.
Yeah.
Elysium, I don't even know what the hell that was.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
There was stuff.
And then, like we said last week, maybe, or 2 weeks ago, Chappie, never seen it.
Haven't seen it yet.
So, I mean,
I might watch it someday when I'm bored and I find it on streaming.
It's on Netflix right now. I looked.
Cool.
But it's one of those things, like, I kind of want it to be good for Neill Blomkamp's sake. But it's one of those, I don't know if I care to revisit RoboCop because the remake with Michael Keaton in it was weird. Like, it was really dumb.
Michael Keaton was in that?
Yeah, Michael Keaton was like
I slept through like all of it.
Yeah, Michael Keaton and then the guy that's in Altered Carbon.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's as long as they keep RoboCop gray, I will be happy. Because that's what actually really upset me in the remake of RoboCop. They made him black. I was like, this is really dumb. Keep RoboCop gray.
I need you to stop being so racist about your RoboCop.
It's not that I don't care. It's just let's pay homage, more homage than like literally the scene in the remake of RoboCop was gray's too old school. Let's make it hip and edgy. Let's make him black. I'm like, you're making his suit black because you just
because that way it's hip and edgy.
Yeah.
And he blends into the night.
He blends in. It's minus his red visor. His red laser visor.
Details.
So, riding the roller coaster of motion, like I've been saying.
Yeah.
This one excites the living crap out of me.
Okay, so Netflix has announced a new animated series. And
yes, they have.
This one actually looks really cool. It's called The Dragon Prince. And it involves 2 princes and an elf assassin on a quest that sounds like something from D&D.
Yeah.
And like the elf assassin was originally sent to kill the princes.
Yep.
And then they become friends. And the reason that we're so excited about this is because it's written by Aaron
Ahaz, I believe.
And he wrote Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
The cartoon series.
Which,
just making sure you guys know.
Time out. If you've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, watch that entire series. It's one of the best
It's fantastic.
animated shows.
It's so amazing.
Of our generation. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I still think it's hilarious that I'm the one that had to talk you into it.
You were the one that talked me into it. I didn't want to, but I wasn't into that animation style at the time. Now I absolutely love it. I mean, good Lord, we finished Attack on Titan season 2 and Sword Art Online season 1 in a week.
Yeah.
We caught up on everything. So yes, I like the anime and animation style now.
Yeah. Which Avatar is kind of anime, but kind of not.
Isn't it kind of
an American anime?
An American anime, but it's the best version of an American anime that we have.
So far.
But I mean,
like Ruby is American anime.
Oh yeah, the guys from Rooster Teeth.
Yeah,
that's right. But yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender, watch it.
Yeah,
watch it, but
don't watch the movie.
Don't watch. Yeah, that movie's awful. But I'm excited for this one because you're right. The writing from The Last Airbender. Let me say, I don't know how to do this because I don't want people to get confused with James Cameron, and I don't want people to think of M. Night Shyamalan. So.
Okay, so we are strictly talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cartoon, unless we say one
Cameron
of the others.
Yeah, there we go. I loved the writing of that show.
Oh yeah,
it was so.
There was so much heart to it, and the characters were so well developed.
And yeah, you're right. So well developed, so liked that I truly cared about every one of their arcs, even Azula. I actually cared about Azula, and
like you loved to hate her so much.
It was written so well,
and even Emperor Ozai.
Yeah, like everyone was just so fleshed out perfectly, and you're like, and it came to a beautiful completion.
It really did.
Like very few shows, personal in my opinion, very few shows that end come to a
good completion,
good full circle. We went on this journey and it's done.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And that is one of the few that I legitimately remember. If you want to watch a beginning to an end overarching story of a TV show.
Yeah.
It's a Last Airbender.
Absolutely.
I mean, people need to watch the show to learn how to write.
Yeah.
That's how much I believe in that show.
Yeah. The Legend of Korra, we've only seen the first season.
First two seasons. Okay. And then Nickelodeon did that weird thing where they took it off and started streaming it online. And I just didn't want to do that. And then
we just haven't finished it. Legend of Korra was not as successful to me in hitting those beats.
No, but their characters were still very fleshed out.
But it was still a really good series.
Yeah, because everyone from Last Airbender came back to Korra.
Yeah.
And like it still hit the beats perfectly well.
It really
just took a little bit longer, and especially since we were fans of Last Airbender.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of go, all right, you're new, you're not Aang.
Yeah.
You're actually kind of a teenager.
Because we missed Aang so much.
Yeah. And that was
but
the thing.
He couldn't be in Korra.
Yeah. So
literally.
And that was the learning curve with that show. I still actually really love the animation, the writing of it.
It was still fantastic.
And so I know we need to finish it. And I wish I saw the tweet earlier that it was on a Amazon price deal for like an hour and a half.
Oh, I
where
forgot
the whole
about
thing,
that.
the whole series was like $18 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I would have bought it.
It's okay. We'll find it.
So
we'll find it. So really excited for the Dragon Prince.
Yeah, Dragon Prince. I should be great. I don't know what kind of animation style they're going with yet, but
from the picture, it still looks amazing.
It looks absolutely amazing, and I think you're right with this D&D kind of feel to it.
Yeah,
where
I mean, just the poster that they have for it is fantastic. The animation looks like it's going to be right up our alley.
Yeah, exactly. And they've already weaved a very interesting story to me.
Yeah,
with just what it's about, where the assassin was going to come kill the princes, but now they're kind of friends, or the relationship between the person that was going to kill you and
it even says in the tweet that it's two human princes who forge an unlikely bond.
Yeah.
So I don't know, with the elfin assassin sent to kill them.
Yeah. I think I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
Different. And I dig it. I 100% dig
I really hope it's going to be cool.
So Rose.
What?
Are you excited?
I am super excited.
Why are you excited?
I'm super excited because Queer Eye got renewed for a 3rd season.
Yay!
Yay! And they're moving.
Yeah.
Which is something that we had heard about right before season 2 was announced.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited for this because they're going to go to Kansas City, Missouri.
That's weird.
It's super weird, but I love it.
Yeah, from someone who used to live in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
It's odd. I don't remember very much about it as a kid.
Yeah.
But I agree. This is cool. I'm glad they're moving because Georgia was a very interesting concept. And
I love that they did Georgia. I love that they found somebody in Gay, Georgia. I love that they had an offshoot to Yas, Australia. So I'm interested to see what kind of cities they find around Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, where are they going? If they go to Belton, Missouri, that's where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the suburb of Belton, Missouri. So I'm with you.
Nice.
I can't wait. I've loved this entire series. Congratulations to them for winning.
For being nominated for 4
Emmys.
If you want something absolutely pure to make your soul feel better, then go look up Jonathan's reaction to finding out that they were nominated for 4 Emmys. It's so cute.
Yes, he freaks out in a very beautiful way.
So sweet.
It is super sweet. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
But yeah, that comes out in 2019.
Oh, okay. God,
so we've got some time.
We got some time to catch up on everything else.
So sad.
So I didn't put this into the podcast.
Okay.
Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Cumber Watch. Dun dun. He's being really quiet. Benedict, come on, man. You got to give me something. I can only do this gag for so long before I even start questioning myself. So, hey, Benedict, what's up, man? Want to get a coffee sometime?
Oh, that would be amazing.
That's been Cumber Watch.
Dun dun. Yep.
I don't have anything, man.
It's okay.
I don't
we'll find something eventually. But let's move on to our other weekly spotlight.
Ooh, weekly spotlight.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for Facepalm of the Week.
I
don't think that worked.
I love that there's a little
that worked.
Boop.
I'm just like, no, this was a fail. I apologize. That was awful.
Hey, guess what? We're calling out Nintendo again. Nintendo, I believe you are now the 2-time. I'm literally going to have to go back through all of our show notes and start keeping tallies on what was a facepalm. So Nintendo got hacked. I don't know how many people heard that, but they got hacked. Not in a bad way where all of our information was leaked online.
Thank God.
Something that Sony did a couple years ago.
Their game was hacked.
Yeah, a game was hacked. A really good game that I have been playing the ever-loving crap out of recently. Splatoon got hacked.
Splatoon 2.
But what's funny about this, not in a bad way. I don't think this was a bad way that it got hacked.
Okay, you're only thinking of one way that it was hacked.
Yes, I'm thinking of what happened. What was
That's one thing that happened. So tell your good way of it being hacked, and then I'll tell you why that was hacked.
Okay, so I know where you're going with this now. So it was hacked in a very odd but positive way, in the sense of someone got onto the online leaderboards and changed and hacked into the server, telling the top players in each leaderboard and who it was. And I love what they changed the names to. The top leaderboards were, hold on, let me pull it back up. I lost it. Please add anti-cheat. Those were your top 4 players, and someone hacked into them to kind of call out Nintendo. Now, why is this bad?
Because they were cheating.
Yes.
Like people hacked the game to cheat.
Yes.
And what really sucks is that they hacked the game because of hardware inadequacies.
That weird hardware glitch that Nintendo has.
Yeah, and so there's not a ton that, so far as I understand it, there's not a ton that Nintendo can do to really stop them from hacking, because there aren't very many software hacks. Like, it's all the hardware of the Switch itself.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be things like people can access their super moves like within seconds of the whole match starting.
Yep.
And they just kill off everybody on the opposing team.
Yeah. I'm happy I have not encountered this.
Yeah.
And so that makes me happy, but it does suck. 'Cause I mean, it's a game.
Yeah. And like, there is a thread on there's a subreddit where you can actually find out what the known exploits are, and they'll give you advice on how to protect against them.
Yeah.
And most of the time that's just blocking the offender. But yeah, just Nintendo has to rely on people being reported, but some of the ways that they're hacking kinda literally cannot be reported.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very weird. The guy that did hack the leaderboard, actually his account did get banned. Or his multiple accounts banned because he was smart on this one and like used multiple accounts to get into this. So it's unclear if his actual account, like his personal one that he used.
They do have an update that the player has confirmed that they were banned from Splatoon 2's multiplayer.
Okay. Gotcha.
So the suspension is indefinite.
Okay.
So he was banned, but he was so fed up that he was just like, I don't care that I'm going to get banned.
I mean, and I can't blame him for that.
No.
I mean, that's what sucks about games in general is I still believe that skill and luck. That's what pretty much video games are. You got to be good at it or you can get lucky at it.
Okay.
Let's talk to Brandy about winning Fortnite. I'm sorry, Brandy. Love you to death. You got lucky.
Oh, she'll even say that she got lucky.
She got lucky on winning a Battle Royale Fortnite. I have yet to win one.
Yeah, the other person killed themselves.
Yeah, they fell off. And so, but it sucks because I'm with him, this guy, the hacker. Like, what is Nintendo going to do to stop this exploit? And there is a thing that I found out about that Nintendo has quietly done.
Uh-huh.
The new Switches that are out, it seems like the hardware hack can't happen anymore.
I would be surprised if they hadn't fixed that.
Yeah,
it's just, how do you replace all of the Switches?
You can't, and that's what sucks.
You can't replace the Switches. You can't, like, all of the old models that haven't sold from stores.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really recall those very easily.
Not really. No, I mean, you can, but
it's more just, I don't know if Nintendo would.
Yeah. So I doubt they would, but at least they're kind of taking...
At least they're taking steps for the future.
For the future. But yeah, it should be easy to, like, not ban someone, but just stop cheating. God, it's Splatoon. Do you really need to cheat?
Honestly.
My God.
Just paint the floor, guys.
Yeah, that's all you do. Paint the floor.
So quit trying to cheat.
I don't understand that one. I really, really don't.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's talk about video games that are coming out this week.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let me get a big breath.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchilada, something like that. I don't know. What is that? What? Enchiridion. Cool.
Enchiridion.
Hand of Fate, Mucksters, Let's Sing 2018, Hand of Fate 2, Black Sea Odyssey, Chicken Assassin Reloaded, Frost, Hop Along, The Badlands, Hungry Shark World, Ice Cream Surfer, Mother Gunship, The Path of Modus, Sonic Plus Mania.
Okay, I'm going to have to stop you here.
Super Dragon Tactics, Tempest 4000. That actually looks fun.
No,
I like Tempest.
I need you to stop here.
Gunsu Wandering Reloaded, The Moose Man, Pool Panic, Tanza, Detached, Galactic Feud, Gotcha Racing Second, Guts and Glory. Oh, I still have to go. My God. Arcade Archives, City Connection. No.
You know what? I'm just going to let you stop yourself. I just don't care.
No Reloaded Heroes. Okay, that's it. That's it. Now, I did that on purpose because Nintendo has come out and said they are releasing 20 to 30 games a week. Why?
I don't know.
I don't
understand why they feel like they need to, like, it would be one thing if they were trying to do 20 to 30 games that hadn't been out for years.
Yeah. And of all those games, I think I counted it, there's only 4 that were actually like PlayStation 4. That was it. Everything else was coming to the Switch. Like some of those I did say were like,
I had no idea what you were naming off.
Yeah, I was just naming off games that are legitimately coming to the Switch, that are coming out this week. There were actually, I'm not gonna lie, there were no games you really need to care about, but I wanted to see how many games were like legitimately Switch. And I think I named 15, 20 of them. Only 3 or 4 were not coming to the Switch.
Okay.
And that's what I was going after. Just kind of like, why?
Especially when your store is so hard to navigate.
Yeah, exactly. I do not understand why we need shovelware. This much crap on the eStore. Yeah. I mean, Nintendo, you have a great console.
Steam has that covered.
Yeah.
With
God,
the
yes.
random games that just, okay, here's games.
Yeah. Isn't it like, I want to say I saw a quote one time that at any given day, 100 games could come out on Steam.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And Nintendo is looking at this going, Steam, we got you.
We're going to take you on.
I
don't know. I don't understand why they feel like they need to have that many games and have such a bad UI for their store.
So, doing the math real fast, if 30 games came out every single week, and we have 52 weeks a year.
Okay.
We do have 52, and not if we have 52 weeks a year. What? But
that's cool.
1,560 games a year will come out on the Switch.
Okay, so I do not get onto the Nintendo store that often.
Yeah.
The eShop.
Mm-hmm.
And this makes me not want to get in there.
I wouldn't. I do. I get on every day to every other day because I don't know what's coming out, and I don't want to miss one of those like indie darlings, the gems, because all the stuff that I see is just stuff from iOS and Android marketplace that are
I'm just like, I don't need to play these games on the Switch. Like, I don't need all of them on the Switch.
No, absolutely not.
So,
and I think it's the problem. The problem is I'm finding out is it's very easy to port games from mobile to the Switch.
Yeah.
It is ridiculously easy. And then when you have developers going, oh my God, we put our 2-year game on the Switch, 2-year-old game on the Switch, and it has outsold everything in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened with Hollow Knight, and that came out 2 weeks ago. I was going to say Cuphead, not Cuphead. Shovel Knight. All these indie games that are good. I mean, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
they're good games. Not.
But also Nintendo was able to look at them and say, okay, yes, we want this game. We want that game.
Yeah.
Because that's originally what they did. Like back with the NES, they were just like, okay, we want to make sure, and we're going to put a Nintendo stamp of approval on every single game that comes out for our system.
Exactly.
Sega took that and said, hey, bring your games over here. We'll publish them.
We'll put them out.
We'll help you get our cartridges and get the games on our system.
Yeah.
But there were so many people who stayed with Nintendo over Sega because they had that
their quality. Yeah, there's a Nintendo polish. There's Nintendo quality we come to expect.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because we come to expect out of their first party games.
Yeah.
And we want it to bleed over to Mom hid my video game. That is legitimately a game. Or Mom hid my console. I don't remember what it's called, but
I don't remember.
That one at least looks kind of goofy. I mean, I'm down with that one.
It looks like kind of a cute little game.
Yeah. But some of these games that I named off, like Let's Sing 2018.
Why?
If you go through the eShop and just released games that have come out this week or new release games, it's like just digging through trash. I hate saying that. It's like going through, what is this game?
Yeah.
What's that game? Oh, there's Captain Toad. I know that one.
Yeah.
And it's so convoluted, and like I like that you said I don't want to get on that because it's hard to navigate. You're right. I don't know what is what and where the games that like are for me. At least Steam has that.
Yeah, Steam will at least suggest games of, oh, you've played all of these games. Let's suggest these other ones to you.
Because you put 6 hours into Raft, so you will actually like The Forest or something like
exactly.
that. And so I like that. And we can look at people's reviews on Steam and, okay, you like this game because of this, this, and this. You didn't like this game because of this. Nintendo doesn't have that. I think they released it for like a week, didn't they? And then they just took it completely away.
I don't know. I wasn't on the store that week.
So
I missed it.
Yeah, I don't think I even got on that store that week. I was too busy taking care of other things. And I'm like, I need to know what kind of games are good out there. I mean, the shovelware, the only reason it upsets me the most is because it does make the eShop even more of a bear just to navigate.
It's so awful.
I know what games I'm looking for, but I like going through the games that are on there. Like, what's released this week? Oh, that looks cool. What's it about? What are people saying about? Oh, I don't know. I have to.
No idea what people are saying about it. We have to go to another source
or go to Steam.
Yeah.
Like you
look it up from Steam.
Look it up from Steam and go. All right. Do I want to buy it on Steam or do I want to buy it on the Switch?
Or do I want to buy it at all?
Or do I want to buy it at all? So it's Nintendo. I need you to pick it up
Yeah.
Figure this out, because you need to hire people.
Yeah.
That are like your eShop team that unfortunately have to play every single game.
Yeah.
To give you an idea of should you buy this game.
Nintendo has the money to do it.
Yep.
And also, if they did hire people to do that, even if it's just, you know what, let's not put this game on the eShop.
Yeah.
If they take out 1 or 2 games,
exactly,
that's still something.
Yeah.
And it'll help people like me.
I want to know who's the person that goes, just, all right, what games have been submitted? Open the floodgates. You all go onto the eShop. Like, there's legitimately no one going, what is that game? Yeah. Is that Nintendo worthy?
Yeah.
And no one, I don't believe anyone that is doing the eShop is asking, is that Nintendo worthy?
Yeah, and that's a problem.
That is a huge problem.
I don't like that.
What is Nintendo worthy, though?
Pokemon.
Pokemon is Nintendo worthy.
Pokemon is Nintendo worthy. I have gotten much more excited about Pokemon over the last few years.
Yes, you have.
And Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are coming out in November. I'm actually excited about this.
That makes me really happy.
I'm actually excited. And I'm looking forward to playing these games on the channel, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we're going to play one of them. Or
probably Pikachu, since that'll be what's on yours.
Yeah, we'll probably do Pikachu. Heck, we might even stream it. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But yeah, that's going to happen on the channel, the Geek Level. Or Couchcapades Plays on Twitter. Twitch.
But yeah, like they finally announced this week some of the Pokemon. I almost said Pikachu. Some of the Pokemon that are going to be exclusive to Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
So what are you going to get exclusively on Let's Go Pikachu?
I am going to get Oddish, Sandshrew, and Growlithe.
I'm really kind of jealous that you're getting them.
Yep.
Because those are pretty cool.
Yep, I love those 3. Those 3 are some of my like not starter favorites. Or those 3 right there.
Yeah,
especially
I get that.
Growlithe and Sandshrew.
I love Oddish.
Oddish is cute. I actually always had Sandshrew in my team.
Okay.
Yeah, I always had its evolution is Sandslash, and I always had Sandslash in there.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I always wanted a rock sand Pokemon, and it was always either Geodude's evolutions or Sandshrew. I don't know why, but I just did. I loved it.
No, that makes sense.
What are you getting with good old Eevee?
With Eevee, I'm getting Bellsprout, Vulpix, and Meowth.
I'm jealous that you've got Bellsprout and Vulpix, to be honest with you. Because Bellsprout and Oddish kind of...
I think that Meowth still looks cool. I understand him being super annoying from the cartoon.
Yes, he is super annoying from the cartoon. But that's just me.
I actually like the look of all 3 of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Vulpix is probably my favorite of the 3.
Yes, Vulpix, and the evolution is Ninetales.
Yeah.
And it fires. So it's funny, too, because we both have grass with Oddish and Bellsprout. We both have fire with Vulpix and Growlithe. And then I guess Sandshrew and Meowth would be your normal types.
Okay.
With both of them, someone can correct me. I think both of them can learn ground attacks, but they stay closer to their normal type.
Okay.
Pokemon. So
no, that makes sense.
And what I like about this, because I was worried about what are going to be the game exclusives.
Yeah.
I was like, well, because I'm so used to the starters being game exclusives. Like, are you not going to be able to get Pikachu and I'm not going to be able to get Eevee? I was like, they can't do it that way. That's going to be really messed up.
Yeah.
And then I went to, all right, well, this is a remake of Yellow. So am I not going to be able to get like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle?
I would be upset if
how are we going to do that? Because we've already said I've restarted and taken 2 to 3 hours redoing the intro on my end, trading them with you, and then trading them back to me so I can have all the starters and you can have all the starters.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine how much of a beast that would be to do.
Oh, we would still do it.
Oh, I would do it in a heartbeat.
We would absolutely do it.
It'd suck. But I like that the original starters that I'm used to are just in the world.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
That's really cool. And there is one other exclusive that we've heard of.
Mew.
Mew you can only get if you get the Pokeball controller.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean,
I understand that.
Gives a little incentive to actually buy the thing. So
yeah.
I'm down with that.
A reason to buy a $50 exclusive Pokemon. So, Brandy, that's why you wanted the Pokeball controller.
Yeah, so you make sure you can get all 151 Pokemon.
Exactly.
I like that it's geared more toward kids.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually okay that this is not a mainline Pokemon game.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm glad that we're kind of getting that weird, here's that revisit.
Yeah.
Remember why you liked Pokemon Go and the world was at peace for 3 months? Let's go after that again.
The other thing that I really want from this game, I want to get a print of the map.
Yes, I would love that.
Because they released that this week, and it's so pretty.
Yeah, I'd actually like to get a good-sized map of the world.
So that we can hang it on the wall.
Yeah, and actually all the maps of all the regions. I think that'd be really cool to have.
That's a lot of wall space.
That's a lot of wall space. You are 100% correct. I might be crazy.
A little bit.
Yep.
It's okay.
Cool. So... Tell me about the game you have head dove into still and are about to finish the first year of.
I am still going with Stardew Valley, and I love it.
I'm not catching up with you, but I got back into it this week too, and it's fun.
Yeah. I have almost finished year 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have like 2 more days and I'll have finished winter.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here going, God, I need to get my farm better set up because right now I barely know what I'm doing.
Oh, good. So that doesn't end.
Oh, no.
Oh, great.
No,
so that's where I'm at.
all.
Like, what in the world do I do?
Oh, no. I'm starting to look up online just what's the best setup.
Oh, my God.
You know how I get with these things?
I know. It's funny to me, but I actually 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
You said you didn't want it. I'm probably going to buy the game guide from fangamer.com. Call me, baby. Hey, they're the ones that got that vertical grip. They're the ones that are helping out with that.
Oh, okay.
So, and they've got
I'm okay with that.
Oh, and they've got a Kanto region field guide.
Oh, okay.
So they made
That's
all
nifty.
the Pokemon look a little more what they could possibly look like in real life.
Oh,
so it's
that
not,
one, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the cartoony. It's a little more.
Yeah, they've got some really cool stuff.
They do. But what has the fan community done in Stardew Valley,
so
at least on PC?
The fan community, this is just a PC mod. Right now, you can play multiplayer only on the PC.
Uh-huh.
And you can have up to 4 people in a game at a time.
Yes.
Because you have to have a cabin for each player.
Yes.
And if you have much more than 4, then you're not going to have enough space for your barns and your coops and your slime ranch and your crops and everything else that you need.
Wait.
Yeah, there's a slime ranch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks like a castle. I don't have one yet.
I was unaware of this. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like it looks really cool.
All right.
And so what the fans have done is they have made a huge farm map. It's 156 by 156 and it will support up to 10 players in multiplayer.
That's insane.
It really is.
I mean, to me 4 is insane.
I feel like 4 is a good number so that you can get everything done in the day that you need.
True. And
because there's a lot going on in the game.
And most of the time you can probably get 4 friends together. 2 more friends together. There one needs a Switch and we can all play Stardew Valley. I'm sure we can do that.
Because multiplayer is coming to the Switch before it comes to the other consoles.
Yes.
Just so you know.
I'm sure we can pull that off with 2 other people.
As soon as they get another Switch.
Absolutely.
It's cool. They'll make it happen.
No, but it is cool because I think it's insane, but weirdly awesome as well to have 10 people just. I mean, I'm looking at the map right now that you have.
It's a huge map.
It's huge, and I'm like that is daunting.
It's ridiculous.
I want to know, like, if you get your farm on one corner of the map and someone has it on the direct diagonal on the other corner of the map.
Oh, I'm sure.
How long is that walk?
Oh, that's got to take like half the day.
Do you know the day-night cycle?
I still haven't looked up how long it actually takes.
So I'm like, that's got to be huge. I don't understand that.
I think it's something like 10 minutes every minute in real time. Like 10 minutes in the game pass for every minute in real time, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I really haven't looked it up.
That's fine. It's just insane to me that someone was like, I've got 4 friends, but you know what? I also have 10 friends who play Stardew Valley, and we're going to mod a map and make it comically huge.
The best part is that the mod is actually called MTN, More Than Necessary.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that a lot.
I think that's really cool.
That is fun. So get 10 of your friends together and let's play some Stardew Valley. Unless you're on the Switch, and then 4 of us. Cool.
Yeah.
I see what they're doing just because it is more than necessary. At least they acknowledge it. But I think 4 is a nice.
I think it's a nice
number.
Especially since we don't have that many friends.
Or even people that play Stardew Valley.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
So before we get to our big topic, do we need to talk about what we've been playing?
I haven't changed. I mean, what have you played? I mean,
I've been playing kind of the same thing. I've been into Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh, you actually played that this week?
Yeah. Okay. I did 1 level.
Gotcha.
I'm almost done with that game. I'm so close. Of course, Stardew Valley, and I played a little bit of Rechain of Memories. I think I'm going to really work on that this coming week, though.
Gotcha.
What have you been into?
Stardew Valley. Splatoon 2. Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
And a little bit of Raft, since Michael and I recorded that. So.
Well, that doesn't really count.
It doesn't really count.
That's not playing for you.
That's not playing for me. So that's it. I haven't changed much this week. I haven't even touched The Witcher in 2 weeks. I've been off for 2 weeks and I have not touched it in my 2 weeks.
I'm not
off.
Surprised.
So
that's just kind of how it works.
I gotta get better at that.
It's okay.
All right, so let's talk words. Let's talk about.
Yes, we've been using them this whole podcast.
We have been using them this whole podcast. Well, let's talk about Twitch.
Okay.
And what streamers say on Twitch. So Twitch has banned streamers. So Twitch has banned streamers for saying slurs. That's probably the easiest way I can probably say that without having to say words.
Yeah.
The words that they said, because I don't want to.
No.
I choose not to. They're not in my lexicon.
But yeah, Twitch has specific words that they search for. And if you say them when you're streaming, if they are typed into your chat, if your moderator does nothing to the person who says it in your chat,
yes,
then you, the streamer, get banned.
Get banned.
Because you're responsible for what's on your channel.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
100% perfect sense. But banned streamers are trying to now defend their slurs.
Yeah. Saying
that language has evolved from said slurs.
Language has totally changed. And I'm just like, yes, language evolves over time.
Yes, 100%. We live in the internet age. And
for example, gay no longer means that you are super happy.
No.
Now it means that you are homosexual.
Yes.
So, and then you have the alternate meaning online.
Yeah.
Which has a very pejorative connotation, very negative.
Yeah. To say that is like saying someone is stupid or
stupid or dumb
or anything
silly
like that. It's still a negative connotation. It's still using that word in a negative way, just not toward the people itself. This is going to be really hard, guys, to do this without saying,
because that's like the only one that I'm comfortable with saying.
Yeah. There is a word that if you look up the actual meaning of the word, it starts with an F.
Yeah.
It used to mean a bag or
a bundle of
sticks, or in the UK, a cigarette.
It's a word for a cigarette.
Yes. But Twitch streamers, the ones that are banned, saying that's not what we're not homophobic. We're not racist.
Because it's another word for a homosexual, and it's very negative.
It's very negative. But the Twitch streamers are trying to defend themselves, saying,
"Well, that's not how we're using it.
That's not how we're using it. We're using it in this term, using it for being, like we said, negative in the gameplay." But we're not targeting that group.
Yeah, it's not homophobic anymore.
So tell me about this professor.
So there's a professor at the University of Texas in Dallas called, her name is Kim Knight. And she's talking about how our language has not evolved past that, because these words still represent power.
Yes.
And they still have that power struggle.
Yeah. I mean,
because this is a community who's underrepresented. Mm-hmm. They don't have a ton of power in politics, anything else.
No.
They're working on it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Fortnite is single-handedly making this a very powerful community.
Yeah.
But it's got a long way to go.
It really does.
Especially if this is what we're talking about when it comes to verbiage.
And so because this power struggle has not been resolved, we have not moved past it, using these words in a quote unquote non-homophobic way
or derogatory,
it's still super derogatory, especially to these groups, because we're still going through these power struggles.
Yeah, as a society, yes, we're going through this.
Yeah.
And these gamers are using it not toward the group of people that are having this power struggle, but just most likely an individual person. And
they're probably using it to express frustration.
Yeah. I understand expressing frustration. I really do. If you don't know, watch me play Cuphead or
Crash Bandicoot.
My God, it's frustrating as all get out.
Yeah.
But there are words in my lexicon that I don't have.
We just don't use them.
We don't use them because I can express frustration in different ways.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things like I'm going to call out these Twitch streamers and saying, you're babies.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Because they're also trying to say that there's a difference between online speech and offline speech.
There's not.
And there's not.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I've heard people who do play a lot online, and they use the same words when they're talking with with other people offline.
Yes.
So it's clearly the same.
No, there is no the biggest. Well, no, let's cut it down to Occam's razor. Let's do it really small. How many people in your life and in ours legitimately verbal communication say, hold on, BRB?
I don't hear that too much in offline speech.
But it still happens.
But it happens.
LOL.
Yeah.
We get that. We've shortened speech.
Constantly. And especially with texting too.
Yes, with texting. So, but you're right. Texting, everything's shortening. And then they're trying to take a word that means something negative, or the power struggle, as you call it, and use it in a frustrating way and expecting not to be reprimanded for using said word.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, if you live in America, this is what I'm going to tell you, and you can yell at me all you want. You can find me. I'm JohnBox3414. You do have a right to freedom of speech. That is the First Amendment. But guess what you don't have? You do not have the freedom of
the repercussion.
You do not have freedom of repercussion what you say.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want, but you can get in trouble for what you say. There are two separate entities when it comes to that. They do not meld together.
Meld.
Thank you. They do not meld together. And I think that's where a lot of people are getting confused in just day-to-day, not just gamers in general, but just in day-to-day life. Yeah. That I can say whatever I want. You are 100% correct. You can, but you can still get in trouble for what you say.
Exactly.
There is a professionalism. There is a holding yourself to a higher lexicon.
Yeah.
I mean, explaining how frustrated you are without saying gay, don't be gay. I hate that.
It's so annoying.
It's actually I'm going to say it's stupid. It's very lazy, actually.
Yeah.
You are being legitimately lazy by saying that.
And even I'm offended by it.
Yeah, I am too.
Honestly.
Like I don't like people saying that because I want the people of the gay community to have their power on their word.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right. It started out as being happy, joyful. And through time, it has changed to being someone who likes someone of the same gender. I can flow with that one.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because at the end of the day, a gay person is still happy if they're not allowed. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you love someone of the same gender, and you're happy with it, then you can be gay because you are happy.
Exactly.
That's how I've kind of in my head gone, you know what? I don't really care about that word because you have that word. That is your word to describe something, how you are.
We have other words to say that we're happy.
Yeah.
Like happy, joyful, excited, exuberant.
Hey, nice. But using that, the bundle of sticks, the N-word.
Ugh.
I mean, let's be honest. If you say it in stream, or if you say it on your YouTube channel while you're streaming.
Or like, see you next Tuesday.
Yes.
They're not okay to use.
They're not. Wait, what's see you next Tuesday?
See you.
Oh, gotcha. I was like,
next Tuesday. Yeah, no, I had to have somebody explain that to me the first time they told me that.
But
they're not okay to use. They're still entrenched in such a power struggle between those who are in power and those who are under that power.
Yes.
They all have such a power struggle going on that if you're at the top of the power struggle,
you don't see the point.
You don't understand why this is such an issue.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I've noticed is that most of the people who are saying, oh, well, I can use this word because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the people who are at the top of the food chain.
I agree. I 100% agree.
And I'm just like, this is not okay.
So naive that they don't truly understand it because, I mean, words are words. They don't hurt. Bull crap, they hurt. Trust me.
Constantly.
They hurt.
I got my feelings hurt yesterday because somebody was using a tone that I did not appreciate, and the words that he was saying to me, I was just like, no, I'm not okay with this.
It wasn't me, by the way.
No, it wasn't. It was someone else.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. I will play online games, but I got like called out and I was getting slurs thrown at me. I reported the dude.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap about you. Let me be 100% honest. I do not give a crap about you if you start using derogatory terms. Yeah. I will throw your ass under the bus so fast because someone has to stand up to it. And if it has to be me, I'll do it. I don't care because there are people who are fighting to have rights and you're using a word just so nonchalantly and you believe that it's okay because you do not see the ramifications of that word, but you get upset when you get reprimanded for using that word. And there's a disconnect with that. And that's what sucks. It sucks for the people who are fighting.
Yeah.
And it's stupid for the people who are using it.
It really is.
It's weird that there are people like, oh, it's not a bad word. That I'm not using it to offend those people. I'm using it in another way. But it's still
offensive.
It's still offensive. It doesn't matter what you're using it for. If you're using it for being frustrated,
find other words.
You're still using it in an offensive way because you're frustrated.
Yeah.
That click just blows my mind that you're like, wait, you don't see that you're still using it in a negative way.
Yeah.
It might not be toward the people, but you're using that word that describes those people in a negative way, not toward those people. I know what I just said sounds really confusing,
but take a second to think about it.
Take a real second to like, wait, I just said that in a negative way. I said, don't be gay.
Yeah.
I don't care about anyone's gender, race. You do you, boo. That's how I believe. Be happy. Be good to people. People use that term and they're like, oh, I'm not targeting the actual LGBTQ community. Yeah. That's not what I'm trying to do. No, you're not. I will follow you on that one.
But you're still using this word that they use for their identity
in a negative way.
Negative way.
Yes.
That's still not okay.
It's not. It's 100% not. And I think the people that are like calling out Twitch going, I'm not using that way. Don't be such a man. Yeah. Don't be such a man. Don't be
such a guy. Like, what if you started using some of these everyday words?
Yeah.
As negative.
Exactly.
Don't be such a boy. Don't be such a guy.
Hey, you are 100% correct because what
happens when you call somebody who's a grown up a boy?
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Yeah, it can be. But what if we kept on pushing it harder and harder?
Yeah.
Like, why do you throw like a girl? That one was thrown around so much when I was a kid. And at the time,
and now we have to fight against it.
Yeah, at the time I was like, I don't understand that, but now I like
because like your sister is like she plays volleyball. She's good at it.
Yeah, she's good at it. And I think when Leanne was getting into sports and she got really good, and I was like, oh, I get it now. Like it was just a weird trigger. Like, yeah, that's really messed up.
Yeah.
Or starts with an R and ends in ape.
Yeah.
In first person shooters.
Yeah.
Using that one. And I will fully admit when I first got into gaming, because when you get into online gaming, you don't know what you're doing. No. You don't know what words you're supposed to say. You don't know how to communicate with everyone. So you just kind of start inadvertently picking up what the others are saying.
Yeah.
And that was a term
that you started using.
That I started using. And it never registered for me.
And like, it took me a little bit because I was just like, okay, I'm not okay with him using this term. Why am I not okay with it? Like I had to take a step back to see if I was justified in not being okay with it.
Yeah.
And then I brought it up to you.
Yes.
And I was just like, I'm not okay with you using this word. This is something that is so entrenched in my brain with a terrifying thing that happens.
Yeah. And you're right. And you're like, and you said that between you and God help me, a Dane Cook skit. Yeah. Like it literally happened within days of each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do we say that?
It's such a traumatic experience.
It's a very traumatic experience.
And you're going to use it
in a first-person shooter.
Being where killed. You just got killed.
Yes.
Really? You just respawned.
Yeah. And you're right.
And you're continuing on with life. This was not something awful that happened that has changed your life.
Exactly. It has not changed your perception of the world.
Yeah, it has not made you scared to live.
Exactly. And I took it out of my lexicon. That is a word I do not use unless
we're actually talking about the
experience.
Or yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird that that we're just, it's okay to be afraid to use words. I really do think it's okay to be afraid to use words.
Because some words really do need that power.
Yeah. And some words belong to specific groups that they should have the power to do what they want with it. It needs to mean, gay needs to mean something empowering.
Exactly.
I am for that. It needs to be empowering. You are a gay man. Empower that. Take that. Run with it.
Yeah.
Be you. Not this bullcrap of Twitch streamers or YouTubers or online forums or people just that get upset because you're not good at a game because you're just now learning it.
Yeah.
And they use that. That I don't understand that. Again, you have the right to say what you want, but you also are held accountable for what you say.
Yeah.
Just because you can say what you want does not wash away the accountability of what you say or your actions.
Exactly.
And somewhere we have lost that.
And I don't know why.
I don't either.
So if you have any thoughts on this and you want to let us know, I mean, honestly, let us know your opinions.
Yeah.
Let us know if you agree with us, if you don't agree with us, but please bring a reason why.
Yes.
Bring a reason why. Would love to have a discussion with you guys on this. So just find us on social media.
Yep.
We are at the Geek Level.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Twitter,
Facebook,
and Instagram.
Yep.
We'll be streaming soon on Couchcapades Plays on Twitch.
Yes. YouTube. I mean, like this podcast. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
We're on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher,
Spotify.
Last FM. I still don't know about that one. I always say that, and I'm like,
it's an RSS feed.
It's an RSS feed, so Last FM pulled it up. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Give us a thumbs up. Tell your friends. Subscribe to us. Watch our video games that we play. Yeah. Brandy literally just walked into the room. Rose and her about to play some video games to record. We're excited for that one. Be awesome to each other.
Please.
Understand your words actually affect people.
Yes.
Use proper lexicon. Use proper words. Understand what they mean.
And at the end of the day, don't forget.
Always level up.